Let me ask you, were you, did you have a family when you went to prison?
I had a wife and 4 kids. One of my
When you went
kids,
to prison?
hmm yep,
What year did you go in?
I went in 2010.
Okay,
Got out right at the end of 2000. Did the drug program, so I got 12 months
right,
off. Went to
okay.
the right uh, mid 12, and did those 6 months and made it on back.
What was the hardest thing for you to deal with when you, one of the hardest things for you to deal with when when you first got sentenced and you realized that you had to leave your family, and I imagine that might have been one of the hardest things to deal with. And how was it on your family, on your wife, on your children while you were
Well,
away?
I lied to my kids and told them I was going off to school. That I was going out to school because my kids were in fifth, third, first, and kindergarten.
Okay. So your oldest was how old?
My oldest had to be 13, 12.
Okay. Did they
When
ever figure out that you wasn't really going to school or to work? Where did you say
I,
school?
my son, the one is at Georgia Tech now, I took him to kindergarten like the week before I went to prison. I'm on the phone with him one day. I'm on the phone with him, and the little message came in. This call is from a federal um,
Wow.
facility. He say, "Hold on, Daddy." He said, "Mom, I told you Daddy was in jail." He came on, but
Yeah, they know.
but I never let them come and see me. I never let the
Okay.
kids because I never wanted them to see me not having power and not being in control. I never wanted them to see me with somebody else telling me to line up and do this and do that. And, and if I'd had a longer sentence, I probably would have went a different
Right.
route on the sentence. But I chose to do it that way and just really let that be a punishment within itself for me to say, get back home to kids. Now, I wrote the heck out letters and had everybody in there that could make something, making stuff,
Right.
pulling the little Mickey Mouse flags and
Right.
kept stuff in the mail with them. I mean, we even look back at letters now that I wrote them, speaking about life now, telling them what it was going to be like. And we look back at those moments. I think even from a father standpoint, the biggest thing that was accomplished out of that in my absence, my wife kind of like became more independent. Like
Right.
she became a leader. Because we all dealing with some unknowns. I got an unknown on this side of the fence. She got her unknown on this side of the fence raising these kids.
That's right.
So she had to know that she could handle these kids and keep them being great kids. I had to make sure and realize that I can't survive because before prison, my only image of prison was Oz.
Right.
Um, and it's everyday media make you think that everybody in prison is a killer, and
That's
prison is
right.
such a violent, aggressive place. And you can get into the wrong stuff if you that guy and you go in looking for the wrong stuff. But it's also I've made some of my closest friends that I talk to on a daily basis now,
There you go.
and I wouldn't trade them for nothing. So I say I didn't know what all I was gonna get going there. I got some friends that I know I can call on them quicker than I can some people I've been knowing my whole life. They gonna come and see about me. And that was so I remember being right here where I'm at in my house. I remember just crying every day. Crying because I felt so stupid. Crying because I had that guilt. I'm like, damn, I'm finna leave my family and my kids don't even know it. They
Right.
don't even know it. They don't even know they daddy a loser. They don't even know they daddy have let a game that's so simple that nobody has beat. Nobody's beaten the dope game.
Right.
I've so many people in my city go to prison. Why the hell did I have to follow suit? I've had so many people close to me, and I know why would I put myself in this position? So just to sit here and think about that now, and
Yeah,
to be here on this very couch upstairs in this very hallway where I've walked many a days, not knowing how it was going to turn out.
right.
And I and say, thank you, God. Thank you for bringing me through. Thank you for giving me the heart and the mindset to not only want to come through for myself, but to care about everybody else. I really, in my heart, man, I hope I can keep all young kids. I hope I can encourage the ones that's laying in that rack that's getting ready to come home. I got a partner gonna hit the halfway house in about a week. I'm trying to
Okay.
find him. I'm trying to find him a job. I'm trying to line things up for him. I'm trying to tell him what to get ready to deal with because it's the psychological part. You
Right.
happy to be free, but that's gonna wear off soon. And you're not gonna be so happy because people gonna get tired of you're gonna be a big deal at first. You know, you
I already know.
now I'm gonna say something now. That's the greatest feeling in the world that day you walk out.
Right.
But once the dust settles and you start looking in the mirror and you don't feel so good about yourself because you think you know every damn thing when you come home from prison. You think you're the smartest man on earth. You come
Right.
home and everybody in your family what they doing wrong. You
Right.
tell everybody how their business not making money. You telling everybody how they can
Right.
become millionaires. People start hating to see you come around because you won't shut up. It's
It's a
like,
gift and a curse because while
yeah,
we was in there, you had the ability to, like you said, it's a selfish act, but you can really grow from it because you got the ability to focus. You don't have the responsibilities that you had when you was on the street. So a lot of times, people such as yourself, if you choose to focus on yourself, you can really come out better. But then, like you say, you come home and you really underestimating and forgetting while you were in prison and you didn't have anything to worry about except focusing on yourself and sharpening your mind and sharpening yourself. Everybody else was still struggling with the day-to-day rigors of life. So, it sounds like to me God, was it God that was able to help you get over that feeling of guilt? What was it?
I think that the feeling of guilt it left once I knew they could see everything made me better.
Okay.
See, the only man that should really feel guilty is the man who come back home and go right back to it. He don't feel bad because he don't care. But I knew it was a good trade out. It made me better than I ever could be. And I ain't gonna say just the entire situation, the dope game, learning people, learning how to deal with situations. It's things that I have, it made me discover my gift. I know how to deal with corporate America better because of the streets. I don't
Right.
tell nobody to go get that street education, but I have it. I have it. So I know how to peep in street terms. I know how to peep game real quick.
Right.
Know how to maintain. I know when people don't mean me well now. I know how to remove myself from situations, and I learned how to stop wanting attention. That's the big thing about a dope boy. Dope boy want too much attention. See, it's completely opposite of where the world at now, because everybody's got the camera on themselves now.
Right.
Back in the day, they couldn't have got me and you to do nothing, do a podcast or go live, go live on IG or do
Right.
Snapchat stuff. But now you see guys that's out there still in the mix, and
That's
now
right. On IG with it.
they recording themselves.
Yeah. Yeah.
Hey,
They're giving the government a case. They let them
yeah.
know, listen, if you want to build a case on me, you just tap in.
So initially, man, the guilt left when I knew I wouldn't do it to him again. but I had to learn that I can't do it to myself.
Right.
No matter how people's lives I think I affected, I didn't affect anybody's like I affected my own.